A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now, here is McGrady.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Timeout called the Rockets. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Duncan with the block.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
McGrady kicks to Yao. Back to McGrady. Unloads from 9. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up to the Spurs Games team.
Spurs leading by 11. Parker kicks to Simmons. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Leonard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Leonard playing extremely well. He's got 19 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And so he hits both. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's Novak from outside. And the basket good. Novak's got 5 now.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And the Spurs lead by 12. Francis passes to Yao. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Marjanovic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Clock at 6. Novak misses. Spurs leading by 12. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. Now, here's Yao. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Yao. And Carl Landry has subbed in for Shane Battier. For San Antonio, they've shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That free throw good from Leonard. For the Rockets, Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Mutombo. And it's Brooks in for Steve Novak. Good on both.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 5. From deep. Offensive rebound. Hayes dishes to Scola. Stolen by Ginobili. To the inside. Leonard. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Leonard against McGrady. To stop the run. Nice jump shot. Good. McGrady's got 22 points.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Leonard. Rockets trail by 15. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. There's a minute left in the third. Goes up the baseline. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's McGrady after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Rejected by Ginobili. In transition, here come the Spurs. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 3 assists now in this one. Ginobili with the steal. And here come the Spurs again. San Antonio with the fast break. Shots good by Mills.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Daniel Reed.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Battier. No good on that last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Spurs out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And so here is Houston. So on the floor for Houston. Hayes out there with Scola. Then it's Brooks. Then there's Carl Landry. And it's McGrady in at the 2 guard. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. but that's how you win games. Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. From deep, Brooks. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the dribble. Brooks with no one around. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Both teams deciding to change it up. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Butler with the ball. 6 to shoot. Yao with the block. They retain possession. Makes it off the glass.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's McGrady, and he gets it to go. McGrady's got 24 points.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And McGrady comes to help. Back to Anderson. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Yao.
A rim rocker.
Look for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
McGrady kicks to Battier. Now here is Yao. Defense right on him. Puts up the baby hook. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Novak outside.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out. Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's San Antonio now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's Rasul Butler with the foul. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Houston making a switch here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Mutombo sets a screen. From the left block. And it's Yao getting it to go down. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Simmons. The feed to Duncan. It's rebounded by Houston. Yao's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Mutombo. For the Rockets, Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Mutombo. Landry comes in for Shane Battier. And it's Brooks in for Jackson. Now, here's Yao. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Kicks to Leonard. Dishes it to Aldridge. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Yao Ming. First one falls for him. Both free throws good for Aldridge.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, hard to seem toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Leonard. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's McGrady. Takes a three. Here's Yao.
Tremendous output from Yao. 12 points and 6 blocks.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you could say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
And it's Green, missing. It's stolen by Duncan. And there's Green on the assist from West.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Here's McGrady. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Aldridge.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.